The Merton Mysteries, a Learn English radio series from the British Council. Something She Ate, Episode 9.
Hello, my name's Amanda Carlton.
And I'm David Evans. And in this series, we aim to improve your English language skills with the help of a series of crime mysteries.
PC Gweno has been investigating the case of an estate agent called Anna Jenkins, who fell ill while she was having dinner in a restaurant in Merton and is now in hospital.
She believes that someone tried to murder Anna Jenkins. And it looked as though the main suspect was Anna's new business partner, a woman called Rita Wardle. Then PC Gweno had another idea.
And in the last programme, she told Inspector Tate who she now thinks tried to kill Anna Jenkins. Here's their conversation.
Ah, there you are, Gweno.
Oh, hello, Inspector.
Well, we found Rita Wardle.
No, have you?
Yes, she's downstairs. Someone's taking her details, and then we can interview her.
Oh, Inspector.
Is everything all right, Gweno?
It's just... I think we've got the wrong person.
Nonsense.
No, I'm sure I'm right. You see, I know who tried to kill Anna Jenkins.
Yes, Rita Wardle.
No, Inspector, it's not Rita Wardle.
Oh, Gweno.
I'm serious, Inspector.
Well, who is it then?
It's the waitress. It's Carrie.
Who?
Carrie, the waitress from the restaurant.
What are you talking about?
I think we should go and speak to her. I think we should go right now. I'll explain on the way.
In our first scene today, PC Gweno and Inspector Tate are talking as they drive to the White Tower restaurant, which is where Carrie works. PC Gweno is explaining why she believes that Carrie tried to murder Anna Jenkins. She says,
You see, Carrie was the waitress at Anna Jenkins' table that evening.
She continues,
So she had plenty of opportunity to put something into her drink.
She then explains how Carrie deliberately tried to make the police think that someone else had committed the crime. And my first question today is, according to PC Gweno, what are the two ways in which Carrie did this? Inspector Tate then says,
How would Carrie know about Anna Jenkins' allergy?
And what is PC Gweno's answer to that? Next, Inspector Tate asks,
But why would she want to murder Anna Jenkins?
And can PC Gweno explain why? Let's find out. Here's the scene.
You see, Carrie was the waitress at Anna Jenkins' table that evening.
Okay.
So she had plenty of opportunity to put something in her drink.
Yes.
And it was Carrie who told me about the way Rita Wardle was behaving during the dinner. You know, she said that Rita was staring at Anna Jenkins as if she hated her.
Yes. Which is why we thought Rita Wardle was a suspect.
And that is exactly what Carrie wanted us to think. You see, Carrie's smart.
Okay. Go on.
Well, it was Carrie who found Anna's bag in the ladies' toilet.
With the old photo inside. So, you think she put it there?
Of course she did. Because she wanted us to investigate Rita and Elliot. She wanted to be sure that nobody would think of her.
I'm sorry, Gweno, but this still doesn't make sense to me. I mean, for one thing, how would Carrie know about Anna Jenkins' allergy?
Ah, that is because they were at school together. And Elliot told you that Anna was at school when they found out about her allergy, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
So Carrie almost certainly knew about it as well.
I see. But why would she want to murder Anna Jenkins?
Well, actually, I can also explain that. But I'll have to wait, because the restaurant is just over there.
Oh, yes. All right. Tell me later. I just hope you're right about this, Gweno. I really do.
So how did Carrie make the police believe that someone else had committed the crime? PC Gweno says,
It was Carrie who told me about the way Rita Wardle was behaving during the dinner. She said that Rita was staring at Anna Jenkins as if she hated her.
She also says,
It was Carrie who found Anna's bag in the ladies' toilet.
and Inspector Tate adds,
With the old photo inside. So you think she put it there?
and what about my next question? How did Carrie know about Anna Jenkins' allergy? PC Gweno says,
They were at school together, and Elliot told you that Anna was at school when they found out about her allergy.
and can PC Gweno explain why Carrie would want to murder Anna Jenkins? Yes, she says,
I can also explain that, but it'll have to wait because the restaurant is just over there.
You're listening to the Merton Mysteries, a Learn English radio series from the British Council. And don't forget, you can find more resources at our website at learnenglish.britishcouncil.org. In the next scene, Tate and Gweno go into the White Tower restaurant. The owner, Mr. Gordini, says,
PC Gweno, Inspector Tate, have you come to try my food? This is the best restaurant in Merton, I promise.
PC Gweno replies,
Oh no, I'm sorry, Mr. Gordini. We're looking for Carrie.
Mr. Gordini tells them,
But she's not here. She's got the afternoon off.
and here are 3 questions for you. When did Carrie leave? What strange thing about her does Mr. Gordini remember? And where do Tate and Gweno think she has gone?
PC Gweno! Inspector Tate! Have you come to try my food? This is the best restaurant in Merton, I promise.
Oh no, I'm sorry, Mr. Gordini. We're looking for Carrie.
Carrie?
The waitress?
But she's not here. She's got the afternoon off.
Oh!
Do you know where she's gone?
No, she didn't say. She left about half an hour ago.
Mr. Gordini, it's really important that we speak to her. Do you have any idea where we might find her?
Well, not really. Although, there was one strange thing.
Yes?
She was carrying a bunch of flowers.
She had a bunch of flowers? No, as if she was going to visit someone in hospital.
Well, maybe.
Oh, come on, Inspector, come on. We need to get to that hospital as fast as we can. I think Anna Jenkins could be in trouble. Serious trouble. Thank you, Mr. Gordini.
But aren't you going to stay and try the food? Inspector!
Another time, Mr. Gordini!
So, when did Carrie leave? Mr. Gordini says,
She left about half an hour ago.
what strange thing does he remember? He says,
She was carrying a bunch of flowers.
so where do they think she has gone? PC Gweno says,
No. As if she was going to visit someone in hospital?
PC Gweno then turns to the inspector and says,
We need to get to that hospital as fast as we can. I think Anna Jenkins could be in trouble. You're listening to the Merton Mysteries, a Learn English radio programme from the British Council.
In our final scene today, we go back to the hospital where Anna Jenkins wakes up to find a visitor in her room. The visitor says,
Do you remember me, Anna? I think you do, don't you?
The visitor, of course, is Carrie. Carrie asks,
And what about the other night, Anna? Did you remember me then?
Carrie then asks 2 questions, beginning with the word why. So, what are those 2 questions? See if you can hear them.
Anna Jenkins? Wake up, Anna Jenkins. Wake up. Hello? Hello? What is it? Hello, Anna.
What's happening?
Do you remember me, Anna? I think you do, don't you?
Yes, I remember you. You're Carrie, aren't you? Carrie Simmons.
And what about the other night, Anna? Did you remember me then?
In the restaurant. Yes. You were there.
I was your waitress, wasn't I, Anna?
Yes, you were.
So why did you ignore me, Anna?
I didn't.
Why did you look at me as though I didn't exist?
But I didn't.
Don't make excuses. You ignored me because you think you're better than me, don't you?
No.
With your business, your success, your money.
No, it's not like that.
Oh, but I was always better than you, Anna Jenkins. Do you remember that?
Well, what are Carrie's two questions beginning with the word why? First she says,
Why did you ignore me, Anna?
and then she asks,
Why did you look at me as though I didn't exist?
she goes on,
You ignored me because you think you're better than me, don't you? With your business, your success, your money.
and then she says,
But I was always better than you, Anna Jenkins. Do you remember that?
so what is Carrie going to do next? Is PC Gweno right? Is Anna Jenkins really in danger? To find out, join us again for the final episode of our story, Something She Ate. Now here's a chance to hear a part of today's drama again.
You see, Carrie was the waitress at Anna Jenkins' table that evening.
OK.
So she had plenty of opportunity to put something in her drink.
Yes.
And it was Carrie who told me about the way Rita Wardle was behaving during the dinner. You know, she said that Rita was staring at Anna Jenkins as if she hated her.
Yes. Which is why we thought Rita Wardle was a suspect.
And that is exactly what Carrie wanted us to think. You see, Carrie's smart.
OK. Go on.
Well, it was Carrie who found Anna's bag in the ladies' toilet.
With the old photo inside. So, you think she put it there?
Of course she did. Because she wanted us to investigate Rita and Elliot. She wanted to be sure that nobody would think of her.
I'm sorry, Gweno, but this still doesn't make sense to me. I mean, for one thing, how would Carrie know about Anna Jenkins' allergy?
That is because they were at school together. And Elliot told you that Anna was at school when they found out about her allergy, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
So Carrie almost certainly knew about it as well.
I see. But why would she want to murder Anna Jenkins?
Well, actually, I can also explain that. But I'll have to wait because the restaurant is just over there.
Oh, yes. All right. Tell me later. I just hope you're right about this, Gweno. I really do.
PC Gweno! Inspector Tate! Have you come to try my food? This is the best restaurant in Merton, I promise.
Oh no, I'm sorry, Mr. Gordini. We're looking for Carrie.
Carrie?
The waitress?
But she's not here. She's got the afternoon off.
Oh.
Do you know where she's gone?
No, she didn't say. She left about half an hour ago.
Mr. Gordini, it's really important that we speak to her.
But that's all for today. You've been listening to The Merton Mysteries, a British Council Learn English radio series. And remember, you can find more resources at the British Council Learn English website at learnenglish.britishcouncil.org. Until next time, from Amanda Carlton and me, David Evans.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.